This is Deep Dive with Tom Saja, and as always, I am here with my favorite person, no, truly, Brian Kratz.
Ha, you heard it. Twice now, folks. Favorite person? I mean, it's legally binding.
It is recorded, so I suppose I am stuck with you.
You're damn right you are. I mean, come on. So, what are we breaking down today, Tom?
Today, we are talking about something that, at first glance, sounds quite political, but truly, it is not. It's this idea of America's heartland coming back to life because of AI and energy. And before we get too lost in the weeds, if you want the full written breakdown of what we are discussing, the numbers, the charts, the companies, the mechanics, you can go read the article at tomsaja.net/heartland-revival-energy boom. The link is right there in the description.
Yeah, and if you're the guy who actually wants to see that this whole thing connects to, the research on the AI fuel company, the nuclear IPOs, the nat gas bridge plays, that's at tomsaja.net/heartlands. Again, the link, it's in the description. Don't do it while driving, I mean it.
Please don't.
Or at least pull over, right? And try to get rich.
All right, so here is the frame. For decades, everybody talked about the Heartland as if it were this tragic museum piece. They said, former industrial base, left behind, flyover country. Meanwhile, the real reason those towns truly died was simple. We exported industry, and with it, energy demand.
Translation, money left, jobs left, and the damn power bills, they stayed.
Exactly. Now, fast forward to AI. Not the cute version, the write my email, make me a meme kind. I am talking about what some people are calling AI's Edison Moment. The point where AI becomes so powerful, so embedded, that it is like electricity in 1900. It is everywhere, all the time.
And that thing, it electricity like my uncle at a Vegas buffet. Seriously.
It does. To get there, the estimates are we will need around 100 gigawatts of constant power just for AI-scale computing. That is like powering 100 cities that never sleep.
And here's the kicker, right? We have that. The grid, it's already wheezing, barely holding on.
Right. So, while everyone is staring at NVIDIA's stock chart, the actual choke point is this. Where does all that power truly come from? Wind and solar cannot handle it alone. They are intermittent. AI does not care if the sun is out. It wants power at 3 a.m., during a storm, in August, in December. It needs always-on power.
So the tech giants, the Amazons, the Googles, the Microsofts, they're not sitting around waiting for politicians to hold hands and regulate the sun, are they? No, they're going nuclear.
Exactly. And that is how we end up back in places like Kemmerer, Wyoming. On paper, it is a ghost town in the making. The coal plant shutting down, jobs gone, tax base drained. But then, something rather weird happens. Bill Gates and other heavy hitters move in. Not because they are sentimental, but because Kemmerer already has what AI needs: power lines, land, and people who know how to run heavy infrastructure.
See, this is why I wanted to do this episode. Because if you're listening to this from some small town that got gutted, you've probably been hearing revival BS for 30 years? Different administration, same broken promises. It's a joke.
Right.
But this time there's a math problem behind it. AI needs power. Old coal plants, they're dead. The land and the workforce, they're just sitting there like an unplugged extension cord. And suddenly, someone decides to plug in something new.
That something new is small modular reactors, SMRs. In the script, they are calling them freedom factories. These are not your grandfather's nuclear plants, with giant cooling towers and a 10-year construction timeline. They are compact, modular reactors you can essentially build in a factory, ship in pieces, and assemble on site.
Basically, Lego reactors for grown-ups. Come on.
In a way, yes. The key is this. a smaller footprint, faster deployment, a safer design. They can be dropped right where a coal plant used to be. So you have a dying coal town, and instead of shutting off the lights, you plug in an SMR, hook it up to data centers, industrial loads, perhaps even local grids. That is the Heartland revival, but driven by energy and AI, not speeches.
This is the part, where I want listening to just pay attention, because there's two stories happening at once, right? Story one, the emotional story, like save the small town, bring back jobs, yay Heartland. And then story two, the story it's we need baseload power for AI, we're behind China, and we're sprinting to fix it.
Yes, that is where Executive Order 1431 comes in. Fast-tracking reactor projects, creating this Manhattan Project vibe for energy. There is a deadline. Some of these freedom factories have to be live by July 4th, 2026.
Which is, by the way, government on a 2-year clock? Someone feels the pressure, you know?
It is national security. If America loses the AI race, especially to a coalition built around China and Russia, the 21st century looks very different.
So that's the big picture. Now let's talk about where the hides, right? Because that's what everyone's actually listening for. Let's be real.
Fair enough. So, when you look at any big industrial boom, the massive wealth usually flows to whoever controls the bottleneck. In this case, the hardware is the SMR, the Freedom Factory. But the bottleneck is not the buildings, it is the fuel. These new reactors do not run on the old-school fuel used in 1970s nuclear plants. They run on HALEU, high-assay, low-enriched uranium. I call it AI fuel.
Better branding, honestly. Yeah.
Standard fuel is enriched to about 5%. HALEU is enriched to almost 20%. That gives you more energy per unit, longer runtime, less frequent refueling, more compact reactors. The problem? The US has almost no commercial HALEU capacity. For years, we let it slip. Right now, Russia is the only commercial-scale supplier.
So let me get this straight, right? We want to beat China and Russia in AI. To do that, we need freedom factories. Freedom factories need AI fuel. And the only guy selling the fuel, is the guy we're competing against? Are you kidding me?
That is the tension. That is why you are seeing bans on Russian uranium, billions pouring into domestic enrichment, and this frantic push to build a homegrown AI fuel supplier. And in that space, there is one company, not a random startup, but a legacy uranium player with huge reserves, a joint venture on next-gen laser enrichment, and contracts lining up with the Department of Energy.
This is the valve. The valve. If they control the AI fuel valve, they basically tax the entire Freedom Factory ecosystem. It's genius in a messed up way.
Exactly. That is the core of the investment thesis laid out in Jeff Brown's research. If you want the full deep dive, the ticker, the contract structure, the HALEU pipeline, all of that, you can watch the full presentation and see the offer at https:/tomsaja.net/Heartlands. No pressure, no hype, just this. If you are serious about understanding the energy side of AI, that is where the details are.
And again, if you're more of a reader or you want to hit this with a highlighter and a cup of coffee, the article Tom wrote is at https:/tomsaja.net/Heartland-revival energy boom. That's your starting point. It's free. Click it, read it, then decide if you even care about the offer.
Exactly. Think of the article as this is how the game board is set up, and the Heartland's research as here are the specific pieces Jeff thinks are mispriced.
Let me bring this down to street level for a second, all right? If you're a guy in his 40s, 50s, 60s, you've watched the dot-com bubble, the 2008 housing mess, manufacturing get gutted, and a whole decade of money printing. Everyone told you just buy the index and chill, right? And now you're realizing you're still on the hook. kids, retirement, aging parents, I mean, all of it.
Right.
This Heartland thing? I mean, it's not some feel-good nostalgia play, is it? No, it's a shift back to assets, power, land, fuel, industrial capacity. AI is just the excuse.
Well said. And to be clear, none of this is risk-free. Nuclear has regulatory risk. IPOs are volatile. Energy cycles can overshoot and crash.
You can lose money, full stop. I mean, let's be absolutely clear on that.
Absolutely. The point is not slam your life savings into one ticker. The point is this. If the world is about to pour trillions into powering AI, you probably do not want all your exposure on the software side.
Yeah, maybe own a piece of the people who keep the lights on. Just saying.
So, here is how I would summarize it for listeners. The trend? AI is driving a huge underpriced energy demand shock. The geography, the infrastructure and labor for that shock are sitting in the heartland. The mechanism, small modular reactors,